All right, so the freezing point of water is 0 degrees Celsius. So now temperatures at or below the freezing point, water is solid. So we're being asked to write an inequality that gives the temperatures at which water is a solid. Then graph the inequality. So we're going to let T represent the temperature of the water, and water is solid for all temperatures less than 0. Now, what does that mean? Well, what that means is water turns to ice, and this is in Celsius, by the way, right? So when the temperature is equal to 0 degrees, it's a solid. When the temperature is equal to -1, it's a solid. Heck, when the temperature is equal to -11.5, it's a solid. So the inequality is for the temperature is less than or equal to 0. So remember that when I say the temperature is less than or equal to 0, this symbol means less than or equal. Now, how do I know that? Well, it's pointing to the left. That's where the less part comes from. And it has the bottom half of an equal sign. Okay? Another thing you should write down in your notes is that the other inequality symbol pointing to the right is greater than, and then as soon as I put this little equal sign there, or equal. Now the question is, how do I represent that? Well, the only way I can represent a solution that is an inequality is I have to draw a number line and I say, okay, what's my boundary? Well, we're talking about all the numbers less than 0, which is this way, right? This is the less direction. When I go to the left, that means less. When I go to the right on the number line, that means greater. So the biggest number that it's ever going to be is 0. Can I include 0? Yes, because I have this little equal sign. So because I have the equal sign, I do a closed circle. Now what that tells me is that I can include 0. We're going to do some other examples today where we don't include the boundary. And in that case, what we're going to do is leave the circle open. Well, then I think to myself, well, if I can have -11.5, -20, -30, that means all the numbers to the left are solutions. And so I just draw the graph like this. Are there any questions on this?